I'm coming to you with another video this time. We're gonna go over some keto beverages. I know staying hydrated is really important when you're on the keto diet. So I have some things that can keep you hydrated, as well as things that can keep you full longer, and also things that can give you energy. So I know that bulletproof coffee is a big thing on keto, but I don't like coffee, so I kind of need a different beverage that could give me energy. So I have some of those beverages. And then if you don't like coffee, hopefully that could help you too. Okay, so I'm going to go through it by the ones that can keep you hydrated with electrolytes, and then energy ones, and then kind of the drinks for pleasure. So first up, my favorite is Powerade. So I recently watched a video where someone was talking about how Powerade can kick you out of ketosis. I haven't ever tested my ketone level, so I can't really say. That might be something that I do later on. Put in the comment section if you would like to see me do a ketone test against Powerade, or comment below about whatever else you would want me to test my ketone level. But I'm kind of curious now to see if this does spike your glucose level or not. But I have been having this with meals that contain meat. So I get headaches pretty easily. That's part of the reason why I cut out sugar in the first place. But I've noticed, because I've just recently reintroduced meat into my diet, that I've been getting more headaches. I've been feeling more dehydrated and thirsty. So now I'm trying to incorporate at least half of one of these with any meal that has a meat aspect to it. So if I'm having meat with my dinner, I'll have half a Powerade. If I have something with meat in my lunch, I'll have half a Powerade. So that seems to be helping my headaches. But this mixed berry, there it says mixed berry, is really good. It does have like kind of a fruity flavor, but you can't really place any of the berries. So I don't know exactly what mixed berry is. The one downside about this one is it does have sucralose in it, which can cause digestion issues if overconsumed. I kind of get a rumble in my stomach if I have a whole one. Everybody is different, so you could be more sensitive than I am, but sucralose is something that a lot of people try to avoid. That's probably going to be something that I work towards avoiding in the future. But I've only been doing keto for a year. I feel like I've learned a lot in the last year, but I still have a lot to learn and a lot of improvements to make. So I think a future improvement is going to be to cut out sucralose. But I think for the meantime, I'm going to have this in my diet to keep me hydrated, because right now that's my priority. So in one of these Powerades, it has less than 1 gram of carbs, so it could be like half a gram. I'm not sure. I think if there's anything less than half a gram, they don't even list that there are any carbs, but it notes less than a gram. So one of these bottles is 2.5 servings, so it might have a whole carb in the whole thing, but it's 32 ounces, so it's quite a bit. So I really like this mixed berry, and then I like this grape. They both have the same nutritional facts, but the flavor I really like. I prefer this over the Gatorade Zero, because I feel like the Gatorade Zero is more watery and it doesn't have a flavor to it. I feel like Powerade actually does have a flavor to it, and I believe both of them have sucralose in them. So if I were to choose, I would pick Powerade, but if you don't want a fruity flavor, then Gatorade might be better for you. Okay, so those are the two I have for electrolytes. Now I'm going to move into energy. So this is a brand, Bang, that lots of people like. It's conventionally used as a pre-workout because it has BCAAs, aminos. So, and creatine in it. It says it has super creatine. So, conventionally it's used for a pre-workout. I started drinking Bangs when I was working out about a year ago. And it does give you extra energy, but I really dislike the taste. It's very similar to the taste that you get in traditional energy drinks. Like the old school energy drinks when energy drinks first came out, like the Red Bull kind of energy drinks where it just tastes a little weird. That's what this tastes like to me. So I can't really enjoy any of their flavors because the energy drink taste is there, and I don't like that. So I bought this one. It's Rainbow Unicorn. I've heard good things about it. I haven't tried it yet, so I can't really say. However, I have had their cotton candy flavor, and it's really gross. I don't like it. And then I've also had their birthday cake, which was disgusting, and I couldn't even drink the whole thing. I don't like to waste, so for me to waste something, it must have been really bad. So I wouldn't recommend the birthday cake Bang, but I'll try this one and I'll let you guys know. Probably in the comment section, I'll let you guys know. Because yeah, I haven't tried it yet. But it has 0 carbs in one can. Next is Reign. Reign, I feel like, is a good alternative to Bang because Reign is just like Bang. It has electrolytes, BCAAs, and I think it has creatine in it, but maybe not. But it doesn't have that weird taste that Bang has. This one in particular is really good. It's Melon Mania. If you like fruity flavor, you'll like this one. I really like fruity flavors, so the Melon Mania is really good to me. Like actually enjoyable. I would have it if I would have it all the time if it didn't have caffeine in it. But because it has caffeine in it, if I don't sleep the night before and I have to get up and go to work the next day, then I'll have half of this and it'll get me through the day. This one, however, has 2 grams of carbs in the whole container. So when I have half a can, it's only 1 carb. So it's not the greatest, but for me, I'd appreciate having that flavor be better than have 1 less carb because it's not drinkable to me. This can has 300 grams of caffeine in it. It says. So half a container would be 150. Let me see how much the Bang has. Yeah, Bang has 300 grams of caffeine in it as well. Okay, so next is Monster. This is the Monster 0 calorie, 0 sugar. It says it on the top. I wish they had labeled it more clearly, but this one is sugar-free. And it has 1 gram of erythritol and 2 total carbs. So it has 1 net carb in half of the can because there's 2 servings in the can. So just like the Reign. This flavor I got is ultraviolet. It was actually pretty good. Not quite as enjoyable as the Reign, but not a bad flavor. It didn't have that awful Monster flavor that all Monster drinks tend to have. And I'm trying to read how much caffeine there is. So this has 140 grams of caffeine in it. Rather, these ones have 300. So this is half as much caffeine as the Bang and the Reign does. That's pretty crazy because this is actually marketed as an energy drink. Next up is another Monster sugar-free flavor. This one's called Zero Ultra. I don't even know what this tastes like, but it's really good. It's kind of, it reminds me of a fruity flavor, but again, it's not like it's any fruit that actually exists. So I like it. I actually really like this one, Zero Ultra. It's the white one. and it has the same nutritional facts as the other one. 1 gram of erythritol, 2 total carbs in half the can, so 1 net carb in half the can, and it has 140 milligrams of caffeine per can. Okay, so that's all the energy drinks I have. Now I'm going to move on to the beverages for pleasure. Just like I like having one of these or half of one in between meals because it seems to make me feel full in between meals. So like if it's 2 o'clock and I'm feeling hungry already, I'll have one of these drinks and that'll hold me over until 4 o'clock when I'm going to have dinner. So I'll go through these just kind of one by one. They're all pretty different, but first up is sparkling ice. These are really cheap. You could get them for $1 at most places. The Dollar Tree has them. Walmart has them. Target has them. I'm sure all grocery stores have them too. I just don't shop at grocery stores much. So sparkling ice is really good. It doesn't have that gross like diet flavor to it. But it has 0 calories and 0 carbs. So I really like these. I like to put them in the freezer. When you put them in the freezer for long enough, it gets kind of like a slushy consistency. It's pretty good, especially during the summer, but I like cold drinks all the time. This one in particular is the classic lemonade flavor. I like lemonade, strawberry lemonade, and I can't really get that currently, so the sparkling ices work really well for that. And they are carbonated, so it's like a soda. It doesn't have the awful stale kind of taste that a lot of sparkling waters have. So I'll get to a couple of the sparkling waters that I really don't like because it has a stale carbonated water taste to it. So I kind of view carbonated water and diet soda as like 2 separate things. So for example, this Waterloo, if you look at the ingredients of this one, the ingredients are carbonated water and natural flavors. So this has carbonated water in it. Okay, so they say this is better because it doesn't have, I don't know, aspartame in it or like actual soda. It's not a diet soda, it's carbonated water, and that's why I let things like LaCroix and bubbly and things like that have gained such popularity. But this one is also carbonated water and natural flavors. It has sucralose in it, but my thing is I don't like carbonated water beverages. I've always thought that I didn't like them because I've had LaCroix before and I don't like it. And I always thought I liked club soda, not carbonated water, because carbonated water is water that has bubbles put into it. And for me, I can taste that difference because it tastes like water, like stale water is the best way I could phrase it. This Waterloo, to me, tastes like stale water. And no matter what flavor you add to it, I can still taste that stale water taste. So I'm not a big fan of Waterloo. This one has 0 grams of carbs as well, 0 calories, and I don't know what other flavors they have, but I thought watermelon would be one that I actually liked because I love artificial watermelon flavor, but I really didn't like this. On the other side, this is supposed to be made up of the same things, except it has sucralose added to it, and obviously a different flavor, but I like the ice a lot better. So I realized that I can drink some carbonated water beverages. It just depends on the brand. So Ice is a brand that I trust to have carbonated water that actually tastes good. Waterloo is not. I think those are the only carbonated water ones. The rest are diet soda and 1 smoothie. So I'll go to the smoothie first. The smoothie is Odwalla. It's 0 sugar and the flavor that I tried here was strawberries and cream. They had a matcha and chocolate, I think, but none of them are good. It says keto friendly on it, but it has 3 grams of net carbs in the whole bottle. It was really watery and it just didn't taste good. It was not good at all. Not worth 3 carbs at all. It didn't have a fruity flavor to it. It just wasn't enjoyable. It wasn't worth 3 carbs. It was just kind of like watery milk is how I would describe it. So that's that one. That one came out maybe a month ago, 2 months ago. And I was really excited about it because I love smoothies. I used to have smoothies all the time, but it's really no good. Okay, so I have 3 root beers to review here, so I'll go ahead and do those now. The first one I was really excited about when I got it. This one I got from Target. It's Virgil'S Zero Sugar Root Beer. It has 18 grams of erythritol in it. So that's kind of cool. I mean, it's a lot, but that's kind of cool. They use erythritol. This has sparkling filtered water, and then their erythritol blend, which includes stevia and monk fruit. So that's kind of interesting. So 0 net carbs, 0 calories. This tastes like a diet soda to me, and I don't like the way that diet soda tastes. So I'm not a big fan of this brand. I think I had tried their original sugared root beer a while back ago before keto, and it was good, and that's why I thought this was going to be good, but it tastes like diet soda, and I don't like that. So if you want a good diet root beer, I highly recommend this Sterwart's diet root beer. This one doesn't have that weird diet taste to it, but it is diet soda. So it has 0 grams of carbs, 0 calories. It has carbonated water, caramel color, and maybe that's the thing that people don't like, aspartame. I know people don't like that one. But it tastes like real root beer. So I don't like drinking root beer by itself, but I love having root beer floats. So you take half of this one and maybe a scoop of the keto ice cream that I put in a different video. I'll put that in the cards if you haven't seen my keto ice cream video. But definitely check it out because it had some good ones in there. But you put a little bit of this, a little bit of one of those keto ice creams, and you got a root beer float. It's really good. So this one also has a screw cap. So unlike the cans, once you open this, you can screw the lid back on, put it in the fridge for a few more days, and it'll still be carbonated. So I like that too. I usually get these at the Dollar Tree in a 4-pack, or not Dollar Tree, in Grocery Outlet in a 4-pack for $2.99. So really good deal, in my opinion. And then the last root beer one is Haynes root beer. This one's not bad. It tastes pretty good. I think there's a hint of a diet taste to it, but it's not bad. 0 carbs, 0 calories. This has carbonated water, caramel coloring, natural flavors, and sucralose. So it doesn't have aspartame, which is kind of interesting. I might do a little test of this one versus this one and see how my glucose level is, because this one doesn't have aspartame and this one does. So that might make a difference. But the Haynes one's not bad either. On the same Haynes note, I have a Haynes Diet Cherry Vanilla. This one is super good. It doesn't really have that diet taste to it, but it tastes like cherry and vanilla, and I love it. It's so great. It's 0 calories, 0 carbs, and this has sucralose in it. But it is the last ingredient, so that's kind of nice. But cherry vanilla, really good. On the same vanilla note, my last up is Coke Zero, but this one is the vanilla. So Vanilla Coke was the only kind of Coke I would drink because I really like vanilla. So when I saw on Amazon that they sold the zero vanilla Coke, I ordered a case. I think it was a case, but zero carbs again, 0 calories. This one does have aspartame in it. This one doesn't have sucralose in it. Does have caffeine though. Good to know. That's all I have for you guys today. Let me know what you think about any of these beverages in the comment section below. Let me know what's your favorite keto beverage. If I haven't tried it, I'll check it out for sure. Put in the comments any questions you have. I hope that we could use the comment section as a way for us to communicate to one another, because this is a long journey. I've already been on it for a year and I still feel like I have so much to learn. So if you guys can help me learn and I can help you learn to make both of our lives easier, I really want to do that. So let's start a conversation in the comment section and hopefully we can learn from one another. I appreciate you guys watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.